What up, guys? Kevin here. Stellar Blade, a game I was never looking forward to because it just reeked as, hey, we got a really super hot chick and nothing else going on. And then the game came out. I think it reviewed quite well. And ever since then, I was like, all right, once that game goes on sale, I'll buy it. Cut to Black Friday. Well, whenever the Black Friday PlayStation sale started last week, I bought it. I played it. I'm about 10 to 15 hours in, and I gotta say, I was wrong. This game is pretty damn awesome. So much so, I wanna just ask this question. Shouldn't this have been nominated for Game of the Year? I mean, if we're gonna do uh, Shadow of the Erdtree DLC, Balatro, a card game, um, no, Balatro absolutely deserves it. If it wins, I'm going to stand up and clap because Balatro is that good. I'm going to say something even a bit crazy here. Well, hold on, let's back it up. Black Myth Wukong, I actually bought that game last week. Pretty good game, but a game that really just relies on its combat and it's kind of just a boss rush type game. Everything else, it's like, huh? Incoherent mess. This game is way better than Black Myth Wukong. And dare I say, I think this game is better than Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. What? What? I'm not kidding either. Rebirth, there's a great game in there. It's just so much bloat and crap in it that I don't care for. Whereas this game, it's like, here, Kevin. Here's a beautiful babe named Eve. You get to play dress up. You get different outfits and dress her up, you know. Us manly men like to play Barbie with our video game dolls. But the action is pretty darn good. I got some issues with it. I'll get to that in a minute. But it's very solid. Way better than Black Myth. And I think Black Myth is pretty good too. But it's just a pure gameplay type game. This feels, I hate saying like, oh, this reminds me of the 360 era. But the 360 era, I just look back where they tossed in a story. They just tossed in, multiplayer as well too. I don't think this game has multiplayer. But it really was just all about the gameplay. All about just a good gameplay loop. That's what I think about when I think of the 360 generation. That's what this game is. Now, for me personally, I would have other games in my Game of the Year list above Stellar Blade. Games like Persona 3 Reload, Metafori Fantasio, even Grand Blue Fantasy, I think, is pretty damn excellent. Visions of Mana is so good that no one's talking about it. And Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth, Unicorn Overlord. Issue is all those games are Japanese. And we can't have that. We can't have that ever. Jeff Keighley will never have that. But Stellar Blade definitely deserves some type of recognition. I don't think it got any. Maybe like score or music. The music in this game, it is pretty damn good. It reminds me of Nier Automata, or as I like to call it, Nier Tomato. And I don't like that game. I do not like Nier Automata. So that's an absolute win. But I can also say, like, yeah, you're ripping off Nier Automata as well. I like you more than Nier Automata, but you're definitely ripping them off. Which, I'm fine with that. When's the last time I got Nier Automata? 2017? But the graphics, everything in this game to me is just better. I mean, even Eve looks better than 2B, and 2B is pretty damn hot. I just have a thing for brunettes. But yeah, this game just gets a lot of things right. The things that I don't like about it, though, is the story. I have no idea what's going on, and I really don't care. I really don't care what's going on. It's your... Look, I haven't played through all the endings of Nier Automata, but it's like, yeah, okay. What happened to Earth here or this world? Bad stuff happened, so we're going to come down here and save humanity. We're an android chick. Or maybe not, I don't know. Maybe there's a twist ending and she's not. Who knows? But the story I just don't care for. The characters. And as you go along, you meet more characters. They're just very meh. Like, I don't care about. They're just hollow, I would say. Just like a very hollow feeling with all these characters that I meet. Like, it just, maybe because the story I just don't care for. I think Shift Up really needs to work on creating a world, a story that its players can connect with. And that's not just me saying it. I saw other reviews say it. I'm just not connecting with the world and its characters. Even someone like Eve. Now, the issue with Eve here is, like, she's a very hot and sexy lady, but I don't feel like she knows it. Like, she doesn't handle herself like she's a hot and sexy lady, which I guess is good. I think, you know, what you want in a girl is a woman who thinks her shit doesn't stink or doesn't know, I would say. But at the same time, it's just comes off as, ooh, sexy character, look at me. It's just eye candy. Like, I'm here to just be eye candy, and I don't even recognize it. And to be fair, she is an android. Why would she? Like, I think you can go up to her and do stuff that would get you thrown in jail, in prison for the rest of your life, many lifetimes. She just wouldn't care. That's just how she comes off. Not that she's asking for it wearing this type of outfit, but she's an android. And I just kind of wish there was like maybe a scene where she was walking down an alley and someone dog whistles at her and she kicks her ass or whatever. Maybe. I'm still, I think, early in the game. But yeah, it's just a hollow feeling that this game provides. But the world itself is very unique. The combat is so good. When I started playing it the other day, I was like, I wasn't feeling it, but then it's just one of those, you ever play a game where you're not feeling it? You're like, I'm not feeling this. I'm not enjoying this. But then a few hours goes by and you're like, oh, I think I am feeling it. The exploration, the amount of stuff, the amount of upgrades. The boss battles are pretty fun. The combat is pretty damn good. Now, coming from Black Myth Wukong that I started last week before this game, it did take a while to adjust because this is more, I don't want to say stiff, but you're more planted. I feel like in Stellar Blade, you're just more planted, facing the enemy one-on-one. It's hard to like really move around and shift around unless you like use like a dodge, but even then, it's not like you're dodging far out of the way. I don't know yet. I'm not too far in the skill tree, but yeah, after a few hours, I started to get used to it. And it's a lot of fun. The feedback, the sounds, it's all a great feedback loop that you do get that makes it feel crunchy and very satisfying. But yeah, I think that really just makes the game itself too. Just the exploration. It's just fun. It's just fun going around and looking for dead bodies or dead husks to grab some information or a little bit of an upgrade, like a health upgrade. Just a lot of gamified stuff that this game provides that I want in a video game. I think my issue, I just listed pretty much all Japanese games I would have in my game of the year. My issue with those is it's a lot of reading, it's a lot of dialogue, it's a lot of just back and forth between characters. And a lot of times the combat itself is turn-based. I love turn-based combat, but when all you do is play Japanese games, that's a lot of times that's all you're playing is turn-based. And here is like a very good, kinetic, fast, frenzied hack and slash video game. And it's not Souls-like. This game is not Souls-like, I would say, at all. Now, I guess maybe the checkpoint system a little bit. The boss battles, I don't know. I really don't know what it is. This game is way less Souls-like than Black Myth Wukong. And I don't say that as a bad thing. It's good. It's good that we got an action game that's a little bit different. And I'm not trying to crap on Souls games. It's just, it's nice to have something like this that I'm not immediately reminded of Souls. I would say more like Devil May Cry, but I don't really like the Devil May Cry games either. So it's its own thing. And yeah, Eve looks pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. Yeah. The parrying and blocking, that's I think my only real issue with the game so far right now is the timing just feels off sometimes. Like the timing, I'm either perfect or I just suck. I just suck. I've had quite a few deaths where I'm like, I blocked there, bro. I blocked, I parried. Yeah. But as I play more, I'm getting used to it. Used to its, I'm calibrating to what the game needs me to do to survive. And yeah. All right, I'm done. Game of the year, though? I think it should be nominated absolutely over Black Myth, over Shadow of the Erd Tree. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth deserves to be there, but right now I think this is a better game. I think it is. Maybe that'll be the title. But all right, I gotta go. Thank you guys so much for watching, though. I'll talk to you later. Later.